What's up, guys? And thanks for joining me. When I do these weird drops at weird times, because it's the only time I can do it, right? Like, this is all volunteer. But if you notice, I went a little bit past 4 because I want to join you guys at 4:20 if I can talk long enough. So let's just get into this bullshit. So if you're old enough, or depending on what state you're from, right? Like, there's this great stoner mythological rumor about if you're a cop, man, you gotta tell me who you are. Yeah, that don't mean shit. But anyways, let's get into this. What up, Levi? What up, Chad and John? You know, the regs. Appreciate you guys so much for showing up. Anyways, let's get into this bullshit. That way you guys can be more aware. So Reason website, magazine, I think they're a magazine too. Cops are dressing up like FedEx guys and arresting people for drugs. Now, I'm going to get into the story, but I just want to give you guys some food for thought, some fodder. If you remember the past 4 years, as our system was systematically dismantled from the inside, right? Like, if you want to break a system, you put people in charge who are going to break it. And one of them was the Postal Service, right? I never understood why people were so adamant about getting rid of the Postal Service. Like, FYI, you don't have rights with FedEx, UPS, or any of the other services. I'm trying to tone my language down, but so check it out. We'll get into this, and you'll understand why you don't send anything to FedEx or goddamn UPS. And if you're gonna do anything, I mean, like, this is not legal advice. Do not take this as legal advice. This is just your rights. So, if say you're sending something through the United States Postal Service, right, or government mail, they have to get a warrant first. So there has to be probable cause. They gotta get a warrant and do all that shit before they can open your package and dress up like a postal service worker, but not FedEx. So let's get into the story and how fucked up this is. This is just today, so I felt it urgent to go live and tell you guys about how messed up this is, so you're more informed. A federal court ruled this month that evidence of drugs obtained by police from a package at a FedEx sorting center was not seized unconstitutionally, rejecting the defendant's arguments that a seizure violated his Fourth Amendment rights. And again, this is just to remind you, you don't have rights with FedEx and UPS. You have rights with the United States Postal Service. So if you send something through the mail, and, like, if you're not, say, El Chapo, I think you should be okay. But let's be real. Don't. But anyways, let's get back. At the decision is a little known agreement allowing law enforcement agencies to seize parcels at the shipping behemoth sorting centers. So they have an agreement, dudes. Like they're cool with you. Like, hey, come on in, bring your dogs in, and check us all out, right? So the police are allowed to take packages only if drug dog indicates that there may be contraband inside. So they don't even know what's inside, right? So I've read the story already. So let's just keep walking you through. Police are allowed to take packages only if drug dog indicates there may be contraband inside. Individual cops, however, determine which packages merit attention, allowing them to zero in on people's property, dress up as FedEx delivery men, and proceed with arrests if they testify that a drug dog alerted them appropriately. Again, this is like that. Oh, they're coming at me. Oh, I felt my life was in danger. This is that bullshit. So this is such a case with Herbert Green in Kansas City. And the Kansas City Police Department, this is some bullshit right here. This detective's reasoning, but I'll let you guys hear it out. FedEx sorting center. So in the Kansas City Police Department, Detective Antonio Garcia noticed a return label from Brownsville, Texas. He's a super cop. He must be a goddamn Sherlock Holmes. That's a source city for illegal narcotics, quote unquote. That's a source city for. So you're telling me anything from this freaking town is freaking. Anyways, the officer said, again, they're coming at me. I felt my life was in danger. The officer said, who was further interested by the parcel's glued seams and the fact that it was a moving box. What the F does that mean? Those get his attention right away, he testified, because of the material, which he claims is well suited for shipping drugs. Again, this is some policing bullshit. Like, just just made up. Like I felt my life was in danger by this cardboard box that was coming at me, so I had to open it up. So let's get back into this. Yes. Upon removing Green's package from the conveyor belt, Garcia had Zena, his canine, inspect the box. She indicated that drugs are present. Garcia then took the package from the FedEx center and had another detective dressed as a FedEx employee bring it to Green's home, where officers monitored the premises. So they were alerted about this box. Don't even know what's inside of it. It could have been like brownies, right? If he's brown, who knows? But if it wasn't edible, would they have been able to arrest him at that same time? I mean, sometimes you can't tell if what's in an edible. So this can continue on. After Green returned to his apartment, he placed the box inside and was arrested by the officers in a nearby parking lot shortly thereafter, prior to any of them knowing what was in the package. See, that's the part that gets me, man. So the police then entered Green's home and performed a warrantless search of the apartment, going through his trash, his cabinets, even the shoebox. Garcia opened the FedEx package and found, you guessed it, marijuana. So it's a very fucked up story. This gentleman was sentenced to 5 years in prison after conditionally pleading guilty to possessing firearms and furtherance of drug trafficking offense. This guy got a 5-year goddamn sentence for this bullshit. And it's just mind-boggling that people wanted to get rid of our postal system. Like, yeah, our shit ain't perfect, folks, but you have rights for the most part. I mean, even though Tom and I run a page called Marijuana is Unconstitutional, which it truly is. And yes, no, so nutcraft seeds are technically are not legal. Tom and I have talked about this. It's a novelty item. So because the seeds weigh like 0.001, they're not going to bust you for, the sentencing for that crime is not going to be, it's not going to be worth their time. How much weight? I don't know, bro. They don't say, they don't get into the story, but the fact is, it's federal too. If you think about it, if you're going across state lines, it becomes a federal issue. And, or again, all the more bullshit that, it's just bullshit to the fact that these guys were able to do this. So I had to get that out there. And since I got you, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. We got 3 minutes till 4:20. So, I was watching a podcast today, Bazinga, and they had Curaleaf. And our love for corporate cannabis is really strong out here. And but I gotta give respect to Curaleaf. I went to their website when I was getting ready to talk shit and the thing, and they actually this gentleman here, Bernard Noble, I helped one of the many prisoners I've helped in the years raise awareness on. He's released now. He did 13 years, and they're working with him. They got a line of cannabis with him, so I was pretty stoked on this one. So it's really cool. Here we go. His line's called "Be Noble." I thought that was so dope. Like, the man served a bunch of time for weed and then got out. Now I know, like, what is it, True Leaf, another MSO that we don't like. But again, they're working with Robert Platshorn in Florida. So I got to give respect to these people when they do help out or join prisoners, right? It's a nutty world out there. I hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, Chad, we're gonna definitely have to talk about that. Maybe highlight a whole show. I think Tom even has a whole video about selling and shipping seeds. Like, if you look in our older videos, I'm sure you'll find it. Oh, by the way, really, the reason why I'm so appreciative for you guys joining. All 100 of you eyeballs. There is a no shit shadow ban on us. Like, people are subscribed to us. They hit that bell. They do that like, subscribe. Matter of fact, here, let me just throw this little banner out there. Let me do that little do that like, subscribe thingy. But we're not getting alerts. Some people aren't getting alerts from us. And why? Is because we're cannabis. And it's a bullshit. We're alone in our own echo chamber, and it's kind of fucked up. And we need you guys to help spread our word and help us promote good knowledge. This is ridiculous. We're only doing our best to be legally law-abiding citizens, and yet both the algorithm is against us. And we got 15 seconds. I hope you guys are rolled up. Is everybody packing? I hope you're packing, because I will be packing after this. I can't do it now. I'm in a building, but I will be smoking. And 5, 4, 3. Hey, smoke if you got them. Smoke them if you got them. But yeah, and also do that like and subscribe bullshit. I hate saying that shit, but it's we no shit. We are shadow banned. We are getting squashed in the algorithm, and it's freaking driving us nuts. We just hit 30K. We went past 30K a little bit, and then we saw the numbers drop again. And it's there's no reason behind it. It's the same shit that we talk about all the time. So, anyways, appreciate you guys joining us. I got a couple more things I can throw at you since you're here, and just like more fodder for the brain. I didn't know Cracked Magazine. If you're familiar with it, I used to as a kid. They were pretty funny, like for comic books and shit. But now they do like real articles sometimes. This one's by Dana Larson. He's an activist out of Canada, and he wrote this pretty cool. Marijuana is 67,200 times stronger than it used to be, according to media. Great article. He lays out a bunch of the reefer madness propaganda and does a little calculation at the end that he comes to that number. So if you got some reading to do, check out Cracker Magazine and then this gentleman here. One more thing I want to throw at you guys for all you medical nerds, all you medical people who'd like to throw out verbiage. Dr. Sunil Kumar Agril, he's a cannabis doctor, activist, and he tweeted this article out, this website beyondthc.com, about the outside influence of for the medical ranking, the NBME, which is like he's calling them out about how their lack of the endocannabinoid education and whatnot. Which I mean, it's great that they're doing that. I hope they can enforce some stuff and make a difference. Yeah, Levi, the UK media, what is up with that? What is up with them calling it skunk and thinking like it's just pure ignorance. It's a bunch of idiots, man. That's what that is. But I got one last story that is not a good story, but again, I'm trying to have a platform to share with people and we can help each other, right? And so this is an international story. Hey, I got a thing for that. Hold on a second. I have international. There's a documentary out there in process, and I think it's pretty much done, but it's about this doctor in Malaysia who's been incarcerated and might die. The website is Kaji Bukan, Keji. This letter right here. I know I'm slaughtering if I try and say it, but this gentleman right here in 2017, Amaruddin Abdullah, popularly known as Dr. Ganja, was arrested on a 36 drug-related charges. The retired Army captain allegedly distributed medical cannabis to patients suffering from chronic illness. And so right now there's this documentary that's been being made on his life and his release. I mean, it's some really, again, the cannabis topic. It can go from just smoking and having a good time to incarceration and your livelihood, which is this is a mixed bag to talk about so many times, man. But again, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you hanging out and joining us. And we'll catch you Sunday, and if not before that, if there's something else that pops up. Thanks for joining me, guys. Like, subscribe, have a happy 420, and enjoy the rest of your days.